Copyright disclaimer. Under Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Okay, I've covered this before, but I figured it doesn't hurt to cover it again. And I really think Los Angeles Police Department should be aware that every time they're working with Scientology, they're more than likely participating in criminal behavior, which is unlawful. LAPD. I thought police were supposed to enforce the law, not break it, not aid and abet, or shoot innocent people, because seems to happen a lot. French court finds Church of Scientology guilty of breaching privacy laws. A French court fined the Church of Scientology for violating privacy rights of former members, but threw out charges of attempted fraud and false advertising. The decision reflects France's tough and controversial stance against so-called religious sects. And this was October 26, 2009. The Paris chapter of the Church of Scientology says it will appeal the fine of about $7,300 and a separate fine of about $1,800 against the group's local president, Mark Walter. French prosecutors said the Church of Scientology harassed former members of the group long after they left the organization. Yeah, they fair gamed them. The court did not impose the strongest penalty sought by prosecutors. Of course they didn't. That of dissolving the Paris Scientology chapter, but would consider such an action if the chapter faces similar charges in the future. Yeah, look what happened now. According to a spokeswoman for Scientology, we can trust that, Gadian Asselan, the court's decision represents a partial victory for the organization. Oh, delusion. The main accusation of fraud and false publicity was relaxed, she said. So it means we were found not guilty of any of these accusations, which is very good for us. Always got to slant it like Scientology is the greatest place on earth. Except for the children, right? Which is very good for us because the attorney of the opposition has been trying to prove for years that is what we are doing, and one more court admitted it has nothing to do with us. Money talks, doesn't it? The Church of Scientology says it has about 40,000 members. Sure lie. In France and millions worldwide. Sure lie. It was founded in the United States by science fiction writer L. Ron Hubbard. Allegedly. Do you guys really think L. Ron Hubbard was that smart to create all this all by himself? Come on, you guys. Critics say Scientology is not a religion, but a dangerous scam. The church rejects such accusations. Deny. The organization will face even tougher scrutiny under a new French law that sets stricter controls on religious groups. Lucia Salazar, who works with a private group that is fighting Scientology, says her organization will continue its efforts to dissolve the church. This church should have been dissolved back in the 50s. You guys just got to ask yourself, why was all this allowed for 70 years? You know why? Because it usually means they're involved in it. Or maybe, perhaps they created it. But what do I know, right? Mrs. Salazar supports the new French law on sex. She said it allows victims of so-called cults to fight for reparations. But some human rights organizations, religious groups, and the U.S. government, yeah, we trust that, have expressed concern the French law may infringe on religious freedom. Every time a group, whether you call them a sect, a cult, a scam, business, well, wait, not businesses, but anytime something is referred to as a religion, they get to rape children under Freedom of Religion Act. Isn't that wonderful, everyone? So when you see freedom of religion, that means freedom to rape children. It's a fact. I will leave a link in the description box. Like and subscribe if you choose. Otherwise, have an amazing day or night wherever you are. Peace.